What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, y'all. So I'm gonna pull some cards and get a message out for y'all. I definitely do hope that the messages resonate, and I definitely do hope that the messages are overall useful for y'all. And with that being said, we just gonna jump right into the video, okay? So you got two coming out already. You got the Nine of Swords, and you also do have the Fool. You also have the Four of Cups. So before I pull the rest, you could definitely be nervous about taking some sort of, like, it feels like a leap of faith. You get what I'm saying? For example, this could be going towards something that you want to accomplish, hoping that something goes your way, hoping that a cycle is over, etc., etc. It's almost giving a feeling to where it's like, not saying you're thinking negatively, but it's like, it's almost like you have moments of doubt. You get what I'm saying? Like, oh, this won't work out, or this may not be for me, or oh, I may not be picked for XYZ. You get what I'm saying? When I say picked, it doesn't have to be like by a person. I'm talking about just for anything. Yeah. You got the Hangman coming out. And you also do have the Queen of Pentacles. You got Pisces energy. You have the Tower. You have Aquarius energy. You have the you got a few coming out. You have the Judgment coming out. And you had the Chariot. And then you also have the Two of Cups and the High Priestess. I'm going to clarify those. I'm going to use those as like the overall energy on the side. And I'm going to clarify them once I'm done with the actual spread, okay? But you got Cancer energy, Heavy Pisces, Libra, Aquarius, Earth sign energy as well, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo with this Queen of Pentacles, all right? With the Four of Pentacles, you could be laying low right now as well. Your mind could solely be on like your stability, finances. You could be going back to school as well. It's almost like you're trying to figure out what works for you. And it's almost like you're trying to possibly figure out, you know, okay, what do I have to do to make things go in a direction I want them to go in? Like, not saying that you've experienced a bunch of failure, like, you get what I'm saying? I'm not even going to call you a failure. Like, we all have life, trials and tribulations. I'll always say that, but it's definitely giving me the energy to where it's almost like you're tired of things failing almost, or you're tired, again, overall, just things not necessarily going the way you want them. Right now, it does feel like you are in a very intuitive kind of like zone mindset. It feels like you're very, very stable, mentally, emotionally. You know, things do happen to where, you know, you could be in a Nine of Swords. You get what I'm saying? Every day won't be perfect, but it's definitely giving me, you could be obviously heavy earth sign, or have it somewhere in your chart, but it's definitely giving me that overall you are, it feels like focused, basically, all right? You know the direction you want to go in, but it's almost like you're really, really focused on, okay, what work do I have to put in for the path to be clear for the direction I want to go in, for the direction I feel like is or will be most successful for me. Like, what do I have to do? What work do I have to put in? It's almost like you're acknowledging it. You know that it's almost like, you know, the right path isn't always the easiest path. You get what I'm saying? That's why a lot of people go down the wrong path, because it's a lot easier. In a lot of different ways, it's a lot faster to achieve things, even though those things, once they're achieved, they're not really long lasting. You get what I'm saying? The right path, it takes a lot more work. It takes a lot more patience. And it's almost like you're kind of like realizing, like, okay, if I do want to go back to school, I may have to go back to school for an additional 4 years plus. You get what I'm saying? Or I may not be able to go out as much as I want to once I feel like I have to, like, you know, I have a goal to accomplish, or, you know, I'm not going to be able to spend as much time with a partner or my loved ones, etc., etc., all right? What's this Tower? I feel like you're going to have some sort of breakthrough, though. And I definitely do feel like it's going to be shocking. It's definitely giving me, literally, with the King of Pentacles, you could definitely be an earth sign watching, or something about an earth sign. You could be meeting an earth sign, reconnecting with one as well. What's this Tower with the King of Pentacles? I think you're going to be like chosen for something with the with the Page of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. It's another card after that. You got the Knight of Swords and you have the Three of Swords. I'm not sure if someone went in a different direction as well and thought like taking action on something or someone else was going to work out for them, but I definitely don't feel like that is the case. Someone has experienced a lot of like lackluster in their life without you kind of like being around. I'm not going to make it about whoever this energy is. Yeah, with the Nine of Cups, it definitely feels like you're sitting very, very comfortably. It feels like for you, your energy though, it definitely feels like you're kind of like worried about yourself, but it definitely does feel like there's someone who looks like this, whoever this person is, they definitely could have passed you up, or there could have been a thing to where someone definitely feels like they, again, someone else feels like if they went down a wrong path or they took action on something that wasn't necessarily beneficial for them, or it wasn't like an Ace of Pentacles, it was more like a Page of Pentacles. Someone feels brokenhearted, it feels like on your behalf. What's this Three of Swords? And it's because of some sort of action that was taken, or some sort of action you could have taken with the Temperance and the Lovers. You got Sagittarius energy out here, Gemini as well with this Three of Swords. Yeah, it's definitely giving me a lover's energy, or someone who feels as though y'all could have had a very successful lover's energy type of situation. It feels like someone's trying to not mimic you, meaning like, you know, in a negative way, but it's almost like you're showing someone how something is done, basically. And it feels like going down in the right direction. Let me see. What's this Nine of Swords? Let's get into it. What's this Nine of Swords? A lot of cards keep wanting to come out together. What's this Nine of Swords? You got the Six of Pentacles and you have the Strength. Yeah, I don't know if this is you or somebody else, but someone really feels like they're not getting something. I don't know what this energy is about, or they're not receiving something that they feel like is rightfully owed to them. You got Leo energy out here. It could also be a thing where someone feels like they didn't give you something. This could even be something as simple as effort. Because it feels like someone's going back and forth with the fact that it's almost like they either didn't treat you right or they didn't give you a fair chance at like trying to do something or give a relationship a fair chance. Because at one point in time, you could have felt this way about, especially if this is like a person or like a situation, like you could have definitely felt like you were not on the receiving end. Like possibly you were a giver in a certain situation and you weren't giving. Giving to. And it's almost like someone definitely feels bad about that. Like someone feels like you have every right to kind of like hate them or dislike them. Especially if you've kind of like healed from some sort of like, this is definitely giving me a more healed energy. Not someone who's like stuck on something that like someone did to them or the way they were treated. You get what I'm saying? It still stings, obviously. But it's definitely giving me a more healed energy because it's almost like someone feels like you are not upset about something anymore. Like something's going to go in your favor. It feels like, especially a lot faster. Like, I don't know what it is. It definitely feels like someone's like they think about you and like the things that you're going to accomplish and where you're at in life. And it's almost like because you kind of took a lot of weight off of your shoulders, something's going to come in a lot faster for you. And the fact that it's almost like they had a chance to give you something or help you with something and didn't, is almost like now the divine is going to like make somebody else work for something that they want just as hard as you worked for something that you wanted in the past and possibly didn't get it. Hopefully that makes sense. Because it's definitely not giving, you know, you could be the cross watch and that energy could fit for you. So just flip it how you know, however it fits for you. And there's no judgment here. You get what I'm saying? I'm getting a lot of comments with people taking accountability, and I love that. You get what I'm saying? That's how we grow, baby. But yeah, it definitely is giving that it feels like somebody else is very not ashamed, because I feel like that's just very melodramatic. But they definitely do think about the fact that you weren't giving to equally. You get what I'm saying? And it's almost like someone cannot be in that authority to give you something anymore like they were in the past. That's like someone was on a high horse at one point in time when they could have helped you with something, they could have assisted you, they could have aided you in any way, shape, or form. And it's almost like the fact that they didn't, now that they want to, they don't have that same authority. They don't have those same finances. They're not in that same, you know, position in their life to be able to help you anymore or to give to you. And it's almost like now you're in a place to where, not saying you needed that in the past, but it's like you definitely possibly don't need it now, or you definitely don't want it from whoever this energy is or whatever the situation is anymore, basically. With the Nine of Cups. What's this full card? What's the full card? Whoa. What's the full card? You got the Four of Pentacles. What's the Four of Pentacles? All these cards, child. You got the Eight of Cups. You have the Knight of Wands, the Six of Wands with the Empress. You got Taurus energy, Libra. And you got the Page of Wands at the bottom. Someone, what's this Eight of Cups? May ask you for like help. This is somebody who walked away from you, it feels like, with the Ace of Cups coming out and the Three of Pentacles. This is definitely somebody who did not treat you fairly in a certain situation. It doesn't have to be about love. If it's resonating for that, then it is. It doesn't have to be though. Don't make the messages fit if it's not. If it's not for you, it's not for you, child. You don't have to put it in the comments. Nobody cares. Just playing. But it definitely is giving me an energy, especially what I was saying in the beginning with the whole somebody was in a position to help you or to assist you, you get what I'm saying? Or they were helping you or they were assisting you. And it's almost like their head got so big, like somebody's being extremely, it feels like humbled at this point, because there definitely was giving like an energy to where someone, like the fact that, especially if they were able to help you, this could be a mom, a mother figure just in general, or someone who like sees themselves as a person who had it like all together at one point in time. I could say that as well, you know, own crib, own car, you know, a business. They worked, you know, at a 9 to 5. Like they had motion, they had things going on. People liked them, people loved them, people like being around them, especially with the Ace of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. It doesn't always have to talk about, oh, a third party situation. It could definitely just talk about, you know, people adoring them, people loving them, people loving their energy, people wanting to be around them, etc., etc. Okay. Like someone's experiencing a lot of people, it feels like, walking away from them, especially those that at one point in time were around them for certain like things, especially when it comes to, you know, that manyan. Like someone feels like a title is being stripped from them and a title is being put onto you. like someone's viewing you as a person who is successful or is going to be very successful. Like the way someone's seeing themselves, they see you becoming that actual person. Because it's almost like, so say if you're somebody who naturally just goes out their way to do nice things for people, you get what I'm saying? Because it feels like somebody believes in karma or being blessed because they're going out their way to help a person, which is, it's not necessarily not true, but it has to genuinely be in your heart. Like this feels like it's somebody who goes out their way to provide for people because they feel as though they're going to be blessed for those good deeds, but really in the pit of like their stomach, they don't necessarily want to do it, but they feel like they're going to be talked nicely about, or they're going to receive like good karma or like a blessing. Like it's not coming from a genuine place. Like it definitely is giving me an energy of someone assisting people because, you know, well, I'll be blessed later, or, you know, God is going to do XYZ for me. But in reality, it's like you didn't genuinely want to do it. You're doing it for the hopes of something in return. Where if you really want to help people or assist people in any way, shape, or form, you should just be doing it. You shouldn't even in the back of your mind be worried about, you know, okay, well, I'm going to get good karma, or again, I'm going to get some sort of blessing from doing this. Hope, you know, like someone's intentions of doing things isn't in the best light, even if they try to like act like it. Like this is like a fake nice person. Not saying this person is like malicious or extremely like mean, but it's almost like they don't truly help people, it feels like, for the right reason, or give some sort of assistance or love for the right reasons. What's this, Empress? Whoa. A stack of cards. You got the Moon coming out. You have the Eight of Wands, the Hermit, and the Three of Cups. For the Empress, you got Cancer, Pisces energy, Virgo. And this is definitely a person who is trying to keep it coy with you, or at least about the situation. What's this, Hermit? With the Two of Pentacles. This one's gonna be a doozy. Because it's almost like you see a person or a certain situation for exactly for what it is. And it's like somebody really wants to try to pull the wool over your eyes. Like you're very, you know, somebody or a situation is really not for you, or you wouldn't benefit from it. And it's almost, I don't know, like this is crazy, especially with this Moon. Like I feel like you're dealing with a certain person who really shapeshifts. Like like they're really fake. Like somebody's really fake. Someone who feels like they want to reconcile with you with the justice. You know exactly who this person is as well. Like somebody's really two-faced. And when it comes to you, it's like somebody loves you, but they hate you as well. Like they hate the fact that they like you or love you or look up to you or see you as some sort of like star. Like someone feels like you have a very positive light about you, and it's almost like they hate the fact that you do almost. Like they like being around you, they like being in your presence, you're in your energy, they like seeing you, but it's almost like they hate the fact that they like it or love it. You get what I'm saying? Because it's almost like an energy that they wish that they naturally embodied as well. And it goes back to the thing to where I was saying earlier, where it was like, this is like somebody who helps people for like the wrong reasons. It's almost like they're trying to, again, mimic how you do things, or, you know, what's the Two of Pentacles? You got the Nine of Pentacles. Like, it definitely feels like you're very, oh my gosh. Like, they're trying to become a busybody. Like, someone looks at you as a person who, because with the Two of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles, it's like you could have a lot going on for yourself. Like, you could work a 9 to 5. You could have 2 jobs. You get what I'm saying? You could have 2 jobs in a business. You could be some sort of entrepreneur. You could do hair for a living, nails, whatever. Is it like cosmetology? I believe is what it's called. Makeup, whatever. You could be a barber. You could design clothes. You could want to get into those industries. And someone's definitely watching how you work, and they're wondering how things are progressing for you, especially if you do leave a job, or you did leave a job and you became an entrepreneur, you left a job and you went somewhere else. It's almost like someone's baffled by the fact that you're so successful, and they're wondering like, how does this person move in real life that these doors are opening for them? Because this is definitely somebody who pegged you to be a person who was not shit, like, for lack of better words. And they're very surprised that things are going in their way, or it seems like they are. Like, just somebody who definitely feels like they passed a lot of judgment on you in the past. Like, they felt like you had to, like, this is somebody who is very unfortunate, because this is somebody who would definitely, because people like you, or because they feel like you are quote unquote like blessed, if you needed their assistance, they would make you work very, very hard for it. You get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, this is not the best energy for somebody to kind of like be in, I feel like. What's this Nine of Pentacles with the Ace of Pentacles? Like, I would really, really hope you feel this way, but you are somebody who is blessed, especially the more you do the work. Like, you would never kind of like need for anything. Like, again, life is hard. I'm not going to sell y'all a dream. I'm not aiding to nobody's delusion. We all have to do the work, myself included. You get what I'm saying? This is going to last however it's going to last. Let's be honest about it. It's the internet. You get what I'm saying? So you also do have to think about, you know, the things that comes next with the Ten of Wands, and it could be burdensome. That could be not, you know, a conversation that you may not want to have with yourself. You get what I'm saying? Or really want to think about, but it's necessary. But it's also a feeling of like knowing that you're protected, knowing that your future is bright, no matter how old you are. You get what I'm saying? Even if you fall, you will be guided to get back up and move in the direction that best suits you, best suits your most successful self. And it's almost like someone feels like they have to fight tooth and nail to find that path to their success, their most successful self. And they're not, I'm not going to say this person, whoever this energy is, isn't a good person, but it's not giving me that. It's giving me where someone has a very, very dark past, especially with that moon. You could be some sort of spiritualist as well. You can come from a background where, you know, your folks were into spirituality, or someone was like a pastor. Someone close to you could be like very, like their connection with source, God, is like very, very, very strong. Like someone, it feels like someone has like a very, 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 very strong, like passed on loved one. Like someone really, really watches over somebody, especially with this Hermit. Like they guide you. What's the Moon? You got the Star coming out, the Three of Wands, and the Seven of Swords. And it also feels like somebody's neglecting some sort of like healing tremendously. With the World at the bottom, you got Aquarius energy. Like, it feels like somebody's not a good person at heart. Like, I can't shake that feeling. And this could be somebody who, again, wants to be some sort of like healer or pretend they are. Like, this is somebody who is unhealed, trying to heal other people. Like, and when I mean unhealed, is almost like not necessarily that saying like they have triggers. We all have triggers. You get what I'm saying? It's just how you manage them. Okay. And go about your behavior when you feel triggered, basically. You get what I'm saying? That's healing. um, but it's almost like someone going out their way again to help people that they feel like is in a tough spot, whether it's mentally, emotionally, but this is somebody who is neglecting their own healing mentally or emotionally. It's like you can't help others if you're not even helping yourself. And it's like someone's waiting for something to like happen, but it's like, what work have you put in? What Yeah, it's like someone feels like they're cheating the system. I don't. What's this Seven of Swords? Someone was very coddled by, it feels like a mother figure. Like, it's almost like someone had like a mother figure who let them do like anything and everything. Like, someone's really learning a harsh lesson. Like, this definitely feels like it's an adult or someone coming into like adulthood who's learning a very, very hard. This could be like a sibling, a cousin, someone younger than you as well, or someone again who's just very hard-headed just in nature. They feel like again they're coming into like adulthood to where they're learning a lot of harsh lessons, because again I definitely do feel like, especially with that Empress, it could be a motherly figure to where it's like this mom never held this person accountable, or this maternal figure never really held this person accountable, especially when it's something when they were young, when they were a child. Like, this person feels like they ran amok in the palace, okay, Mama D? um and it's like they grew up to think like in order to get ahead, like you have to cheat to like get ahead, or you have to, it's almost like a game to somebody. With the Ten of Wands, you have the Death coming out as well with the Nine of Wands for the Seven of Swords. And it's almost like they're learning a harsh lesson to where it's like, that's not how you do things. Like, someone's becoming more like, not saying someone is receiving karma, but it's almost like whatever somebody like did in the past, whether it was to you, how they treated you, whether it was in a family or work setting, whatever, something is not going in somebody's way. It's actually becoming a lot harder. And it's almost like the more they continue to do some sort of like backhanded work, or think, because again they're helping people because they're going to be blessed, you get what I'm saying, but they're not genuinely wanting to do it. It's almost like more obstacles is being put in their path. It's almost like the moment they feel like they're about to touch something that they want, is almost like it dissolves in their hand, it turns into sand and it just dissolves, it disappears. And it's like they're getting burdened by it. There's almost, someone's being forced to heal. Like, it feels like a dark night of the soul. Like, it feels like someone's going through some sort of like purging of their old self, some sort of old behavior. Could be a Scorpio with this Death card. Whether you realize it a lot or not, it feels like you are like a very, very positive light to someone with the Justice. Like, you being involved in a situation really heal people and really show like people who they truly like were. What's the Seven of Swords? Because this is somebody who went around like really, really, it feels like mistreating people, or feeling like they could mistreat people. Is weird. It's very, very weird. With the Magician, the Five of Pentacles, literally, and the Two of Swords, and it's almost like they're wondering, like someone looked at like manipulation as like a skill set. Like being able to get over on people, being able to kind of like play with people's emotions. You get what I'm saying? Lie to people, steal, whatever. Manipulation just in general is almost like they looked at that as kind of like a skill. This is like somebody who plays victim. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. It was like they were a master at this. And it's almost like the time for that has run out. Like, yeah, that could have been a thing years ago, or, you know, people just a lot like in today's age, like manipulation, third parties, triangulations in any way, shape, or form, like just evil energy is really getting played out. It's dying out. If you know, if I could say that, I don't know if I could say dying, but it's not really becoming, it's not really like a popular thing. Like, and someone's realizing that, and it's almost like they're realizing that they have to like change. And I don't feel like somebody necessarily wants to at all. And especially with this Two of Swords, it's like they're scrambling to find a way to continue with some sort of manipulations. Not even necessarily, this doesn't even, it feels like this is outside of you. It feels like this is a glimpse into someone you either used to know or actually does know. I'm gonna be honest, it feels like their life or what they have going on. Because again, this could be, you know, you. Take it how it resonates. And I'm not saying it is you. But someone's really confused as to why some sort of manipulation isn't working. Like someone's losing out on a lot. Someone feels very tired, drained, like almost like lifeless. Like someone, oh God. Like someone is losing their zest for like life. And it's almost like it could be because you found some sort of footing as well. I'm not saying someone is like competing with you, but it gives it energy to where it's like a jealous friend. Like, you know, you accomplish different things, you know, things going in your favor, money's looking good. You could be losing weight. You could be gaining weight that you want to gain. You get what I'm saying? Things are going good. You could be meeting new friends, you know, dating just in general, meeting people, going out. Like things are on the up and up for you. And it's almost like, you could have, like, I'm just using an example as a friend, to where because you're doing good or, you know, manifestations are coming into fruition for you, they feel as though it's being taken away from them. Like, that's why I'm like, whoever this person is, they have to get over some sort of selfishness. Like, it's evil almost. Like, they feel like if I'm not doing well, nobody around me should be. Especially not you, almost. I'm gonna be honest. Like, this is definitely someone who's happiest when it feels like when you're sad. Like, if you're happy and you're content and life's going well for you, it's almost like they get emotional or they get like sad. Yeah. With the Five of Wands at the bottom. What's the Four of Cups? What's the Four of Cups? You got the Five of Wands coming out for the Four of Cups. You have the Six of Swords and you have the Six of Cups. 66 could be of importance. 6. Yeah, someone's really regretting like fighting with you, arguing with you in the past. Acting is almost like competition. Yeah, with the Emperor, this could be a father figure, baby's father, baby's mother. And Aries. What's the Five of Wands? This could even be a thing where at one point in time, someone... You got the Nine of Cups, and you also have the Seven of Wands. Yeah, like your energy is like completely guarded off, like towards whoever this energy is. Like this is definitely somebody who, especially if they used to bother you in the past to be able to trigger you, it's almost like they can't do that anymore. Like especially with you elevating in life in general. It's almost like someone cannot bother your energy the way they used to. They can't provoke you the way they used to as well. Like somebody really got off on like antagonizing you, belittling you. And it's almost like they can't do that anymore, especially in the way that you're being like guided in life. This is a very, very weird energy. Like the things you even want, the things you're manifesting is being like protected now. Because it's almost like the fact, it almost like it took for you to wake up for this energy to happen as well. Because it's almost like someone was able to get away with something for a long time because it's almost like you didn't even realize who you were, or like your purpose or what you were here for. And that is almost like you know, you're aware of it. You're aware of like how energy works, you know, projection works. You get what I'm saying? It's almost like it was almost like some sort of initiation. Like especially almost, for example, when, you know, you feel like you're meeting a lot of karmics, it's almost like it's because it's a lesson in there. It's a lesson when it comes to worth, self-love. You get what I'm saying? It's almost like you're not going to meet your true partner because it's almost like you don't even realize how worthy you are of a real lover, or, you know, a true partnership. Like at one point in time, you weren't learning some sort of like lesson, and now that you did and you're awakened to the lesson, you're able to move forward. It's like somebody cannot bother you, or the things that's supposed to come towards you. Like somebody cannot block anything that's coming in for you. And when I mean block, is almost like distract you, keep you in a cycle for a lot longer than you were supposed to as well. Yeah, like someone hates the fact that it's like you woke up to something and it feels like you woke up to your true potential. With the Knight of Cups at the bottom, what's the Six of Swords and the Six of Cups? You have the Sun. Happiness. With the Ten of Swords, like your happiness is like really destroying somebody. You got Leo energy. What's this Hangman? It's something about being like an inspiring painter as well. You could like to paint. You could want to get back into painting. What is it? Pottery. There's something about pottery as well. Crocheting, like creation. Is something with your creative ability. With the King of Wands, creation is something with your creative ability. That's really about to like help you prevail in something. What's this Hangman? You got the Wheel of Fortune, the Page of Swords, the Eight of Swords with the Queen of Wands for the Hangman. Yeah, it definitely feels like at one point in time, you definitely could have been wrapped up in some sort of cycle, unable to kind of like release yourself from it because it feels like you didn't really know what was going on. You could have went through a very confusing time period in your life to where you could have really loved someone and wonder why they weren't treating you well, or, you know, this could be a friendship, a family matter. And it's almost like, especially with that Page of Swords, it's like you've seen something, you've learned from something as well. With that Eight of Swords, and you kind of like realized and learned, like, in order for things to continue to turn, especially this wheel in my favor, I kind of like have to learn how to maneuver around the things that I know aren't good for me, or I know aren't being sent to me for my greatest good. Because you're going to come past good people, but you will come past negative people as well. And it's almost like that's your job to kind of differentiate, you know, who you align yourself with. That's not a tarot reader's job. That's not your mom and dad job. That's your job. And I feel like you are recognizing this, or you will. And something very positive is going. That's why I'm like, it doesn't feel like the negative energy is you. Like, it feels like something very positive is going to happen for someone, especially if they want to get into some sort of like something creative, or someone's going to create something that's very innovative. Like, it can help people. You're going to make a lot of money from it, child. With the Nine of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. Because with the Hangman again, because I'm seeing the Wheel as like a cycle as well, even though I really look at the world as that. The Wheel is giving me like a cycle, especially when I had the Hangman. You got the Page of Swords, the Eight of Swords, the Queen of Wands with the Wheel. It was almost like some sort of creative power was being like held down, locked away, because you were so distracted, or you were in a cycle that you were meant to learn something about people as well, not even just yourself. Because it was something to where the next level that you're about to go, you're going to encounter people who will have your back and absolutely won't have your back, not at all. And again, it's almost like I said before, it's almost up for you to differentiate the two, to be able to, you know, realize, okay, if someone actually is here to help you, or is someone actually here to use you. And again, that's not a tarot reader's job to help you realize that, yeah, we can put you on game. You can put yourself on game as well. You get what I'm saying? Discernment is a thing. Intuition is a thing. You get what I'm saying? You don't even have to be a tarot reader to even realize that. You get what I'm saying? Once that frontal lobe, wake up, babe, there ain't no turning back. Once you got that dark night of soul, ain't no turning back. Once you really come to the realization that not everybody is good people, but there are good people still out there, and you're comfortable with that, and you can recognize that, you kind of, that's kind of like the first, you good to go after that. You get what I'm saying? It's just up to you now to kind of strengthen your intuition and your discernment when it comes to those situations in particular. And I feel like you are. And it's really, it feels like it's bothering, I'm being compelled to say people, it's bothering characters that thrive off of like antagonizing people, keeping them in cycles, you know, making baby moms, making baby dads, making their life hard. You get what I'm saying? You know, family, jealous family members. Like, you're really upsetting the flow of people who naturally kind of gave up on like being good people, you know, being good Samaritans. Like, And I feel like you don't even realize, like, the more your vibration grows, is almost like the more attractive you're getting to. Not saying that that's the most important thing in the world, child, but it's almost like there's a wind about you. There's an aura about. The more you elevate, kind of like in your vibration, is almost like, yeah, you become. It feels like a lot more attractive, because it's almost, you start to radiate from within, and it shows on the outside. What's the Eight of Swords with the Ten of Swords? Like, someone feels very, very defeated. It feels like by your progression, and the fact that it's almost like you're beginning to really, it feels like love yourself. With the King of Cups at the bottom, it really feels like it's loving yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, who the hell is supposed to love you, child? It starts with you. It don't matter how much somebody shower you with love. If you don't love yourself, that don't mean not a damn thing. If you don't feel like you're worthy of anything, it don't matter how much somebody gives you, how many opportunities you get, you're going to feel lifeless as well. You really have somebody feeling very defeated by this, almost like that you let yourself out of some sort of like cage. Mental entrapment. Because somebody really wanted you to believe something about yourself that was not true. They wanted you to see yourself in a certain way that just was not you. Like, someone feels defeated, especially when they think about you. Because whoever this person is, they find you to be, even if this is like a family member or a friend, someone who you could be like, you know, they're not supposed to find me attractive. It's not even that they find you attractive in that kind of like way, because that would just be fucking disturbing. But this is definitely someone who sees you as like a beautiful person. Like they see you as somebody who is like beautiful. And not just you physically, but you spiritually, on a soul level. They know you are someone who is beautiful. They've known for a very, very long time, it feels like. Even if this is a friend, they've known from the first day they met you. That's why they wanted to get close to you. This was a lover. They've known since the first time they met you. That's why they wanted to get close to you. Like, this is somebody who does this to people. And again, it's something about a trend of like negativity getting like really, really old. Like, it's something what it feels like the next 2 to 5 years, it feels like, well, I don't want to like, because I never did that before, but that's kind of what the energy is. Like, something soon is going to get really, really played out. And it's how people treat other people. Like, say people used to get a kick out of, you know, negativity or manipulation, or if that was like a big trend, there's almost like that is dying out. Like, people are going to like find a certain way of being very disturbing soon. That's what it's giving me. Like, if someone's being mean to somebody, it's almost like they're going to have people around them like, well, why are you doing that? Or why are you saying it? Or why are you acting like they're going to find it to be unattractive, off trend, if you may. Like, if you don't like this person, why are we here? Or why are you dealing with them? Or why are you talking to them if you don't find them attractive? If you don't like them? Is that kind of like energy? What's the judgment? And it feels like that's what someone's afraid about. And they feel like it started with you, when you broke away from them, when you broke away from some sort of like mindset, when you didn't allow them to kind of like mess with you anymore, trigger you. What's the Queen of Wands? You got the Four, so ooh, it's giving me like real zen with the Five of Cups. You could be somebody now who thinks a lot about how they like, you could be somebody who, I'm not going to say was very, very emotional, but that ran first to where it's like now you think. Like, someone's afraid of like, someone gets very nervous when you're quiet. Like, they're used to you reacting and they're used to hearing from you. This could be in a work setting. You get what I'm saying? Say if somebody is slacking or they're not, you know, holding up their end when it comes to like a working environment. It's almost like you have learned now to be like, okay, if I can do it by myself, fuck it, I'm doing it by myself. I'm gonna go take my lunch after that, or I'm off duty after that. Like, you're not somebody who is reactive anymore. Like, you're not reacting to things. You're not arguing with people. You know, if someone says something you don't like, it's like you sit there and it's just like, I can cuss you out right now, but I'm actually going to choose probably not to. You get what I'm saying? Or I'm going to handle this a different way. Like, someone's looking at you as very, very zen'd out, all right? And it's making them like nervous. Because again, they're used to you reacting. They're used to you kind of telling on yourself. They're used to knowing what your next move was because you were so emotional. It's kind of like they knew what to expect because of some way that you reacted. They knew they got to you because of some way that you reacted. And it's almost like even if these people are still around you, or they have to be, or you have to be around these people. You get what I'm saying? Because not every circumstance you're able to get away from people that you deem as karmics. You get what I'm saying? They could be family members. They could be families that you created with somebody. Like, you get what I'm saying? It's not all the time you're able to get away from people that you don't want to be, you know, necessarily around or connected to. But it's almost like the fact that, again, that you aren't giving these people some sort of reaction, or these energies some sort of reaction, it's bugging them. It's now triggering them. It's now making them feel like with that Two of Swords, Five of Pentacles, and the Magician, that something isn't working. Now it's back to the drawing board. Do I keep trying to trigger this person? Like, you get what I'm saying? Does this person know that I don't really like them, or I don't really want to be their friend anymore, that I don't really find them to be attractive, whatever the case may be? It's almost like they're very confused. It's very conflicted, very confused that they should continue to even bother you. You get what I'm saying? To either keep calling you, to either keep trying to be in your presence, etc., etc., okay? What's the Judgment? With the Ace of Swords coming out, and you have the Four of Wands. Beautiful energy for the Judgment. Beautiful. With the Emperor. What's the Ace of Swords and the Four of Wands? What's the Ace of Swords and the Four of Wands? You have the World coming out and the Knight of Cups. This is new energy. I'm just happy it keeps popping up, y'all, honestly. What's the World? With the Emperor. You got the Five of Cups. You can have like a baby's mom, a baby's dad who's terrified of you, like getting with someone new, remarrying somebody, someone that you got a divorce from. Someone's very terrified of you, like being with someone. You got Aries energy out here. Someone could possibly meet an Aries. With the World, that's Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. Someone could be meeting one of those signs. Again, an Aries. Especially if you want love. It's almost like it's saying like it is in the works for you. It's something that you will be able to manifest and get. Especially with someone who's doing a lot of the work. It feels like with you. Because it feels like someone's going to meet somebody to where they're also protected. That's the thing. Like, especially if you feel like, oh, I'm protected, or, you know, yes, I get carried by the divine and this, that, and the third. Like, however you feel about yourself, this person also feels that same way, but they actually are as well. Like, this isn't somebody God is about to send to you to treat like somebody from the past treated you, or like an unhealed version of you. Like this, like you can, thank you. Thank you. But you're not going to be able to disrespect this person spiritually. Like, this is not like, because that would be a failed test on your end. Like, someone is going to meet somebody. It's going to be a very, please, Lord, don't let the next card be crazy. But what's the Knight of Cups and the Emperor? We're going to just go for it. What's the Knight of Cups and the Emperor? What's the Knight of Cups and the Emperor? You got the Page of Cups. You have the Ace of Wands. You have very new with the Page of Cups and the Page of Wands and the Ace of Wands. Yes, it could talk about being very immature, but it also can signify two people who kind of like are going to grow together. Two people who are meeting from scratch almost as well, like new people. Especially with this Ace of Wands. You where this person is going to like the Ace of Wands. It's like, you got the Justice. And this is definitely somebody who is paying attention to you, or they really, really will. I don't know, hopefully it shows up the same way, but on my table, you see how the Page of Wands is looking at the Page of Cups? Whether you or somebody had to realize how to control their sexual energy, and someone had to realize how to control their, basically like, their emotional energy, I guess, I don't But it's almost like two people who had to learn how to control themselves in different aspects of their life and has done the work are going to come together, it feels like. You might even have 2 kids with this person. A water sign and a fire sign. You could have a water sign, fire sign child. This person could have a water sign, fire sign child when y'all meet. depending on your ages. Or again, y'all could end up having kids together as well. What's the Page of Cups and the Page of Wands? You have the Devil and the Seven of Pentacles. You got Capricorn energy out here. We're going to clarify this Devil, because it's not giving me any negative energy, but I just want to make sure. What's this Devil? Especially before I say what I want to say. This is going to be some, yeah, with the King of, you definitely, with the King of Cups as well. This person could definitely be a fire sign, a Capricorn, especially a fire sign, an Aries. Like, it's either this person is going to be very attracted to you, because that's what I was saying. It definitely wasn't giving me necessarily a bad energy, especially with this Devil. But it's either this person's going to find you very attractive, or you them, or the both of y'all really. It's going to be one of those, oh my goodness. Like, I don't know if y'all watch the Kardashians, but Kourtney Kardashian and Travis, how they're it's giving that. Like, very obsessed with one another. And like a mellow down version, it gives me like a Beyonce, and like it's going to be a relationship to where it's going to grow to where if people see this person, they're going to see you, and vice versa. If they see you, they're going to see this person. It's giving that type of like very obsessed, but in the healthiest way. Like, somebody's really going to want to invest with the Seven of Pentacles. And they're really going to find you to be very attractive. It's something with being very attractive. Like, they're really going to, like, this energy is very good. Like, they're really going to, like, I feel like it's an energy to where you're going to be very thrown off. Like, it's going to be very different for you. Like, to the point where it may shock you, it may scare you, because this person is going to be someone you actually do want to get to know, or like. You know how sometimes, you know, especially if you've been in those cycles to where you went after the bad boy, or the woman that you know just really isn't good for you, but they look good. You get what I'm saying? And then you're in a cycle, and then it's like nobody else after that kind of meets your expectations, or you really don't find people to be attractive. Kind of, you know, you're in that weird gray area where you're getting hit on, but it's not necessarily your type. Or you get what I'm saying? That they may be, you know, they may not have the things that you know that you have, whether it's money or their own place. Like, it's always something that kind of turns you off. I feel like you're going to meet somebody to where you're going to really get to know them, and they're really going to want to get to know you. Like, it's really going to be a match, and it's really going to be something I feel like you will and you should invest in. What's this Chariot? I'm about to end it soon, y'all. You have the Ten of Pentacles. That's good. What's the Chariot and the Ten of Pentacles? And you got the King of Cups. I'm gonna leave. You got Cancer energy, okay? And lastly, I'm gonna clarify the Two of Cups and the High Priestess. All right. You could even feel somebody new coming in for you. What's the Two of Cups and the High Priestess? Whoa. What's the Two of Cups and the High Priestess? You got the Five of Cups. What's the Two of Cups, the High Priest? Damn, with the Knight of Pentacles. I'm not going to say somebody got readings on you with the Ten of Cups, because it's either someone's intuition is like telling them this, or you know how you move on from somebody, like, or you leave somebody like behind, or I don't know if you ever just, how can I put this? It's almost like somebody really knows you're going to be like really happy. Like somebody who either really treated you wrong, or you were in an environment to where you were treated very, very wrongly, or outcasted, or whatever. The people involved in that situation, they always knew you were capable of doing very, very good things. They knew you were capable of being a very, very good lover, no matter man or woman. And it's almost like these people know it's slowly approaching you, especially the more it's kind of like you disconnect from people who aren't good for you. And these people, People who do you wrong know they're doing you wrong. Nobody's that oblivious. Don't ever think anybody's that oblivious. If you got to sit there and beg a man or woman to change their ways, or, why don't we go out on dates, or why don't you do this, or why don't you do that, that person knows what they're doing. They know what they're doing. Like, especially in the terms of like not treating you well, or making you have like doubts, or, and that's in any way, shape, or form. People know when they're mistreating people. Nobody's that oblivious, especially if we are adults. Because if you were to go out your way to mistreat somebody, you know in your heart of hearts that you're mistreating somebody. I know I would. That's why I'm like, I can't speak for everybody, but I would just hope that you don't think that people are that oblivious to when it comes to mistreating you, or just in people in general. And I feel like the more you disconnect from those who don't treat you right, who again belittle you in any way, shape, or form, make you feel unworthy, whatever, the more you disconnect from those people, it's almost like you're slowly approaching this emperor individual, this empress individual, okay? Yeah, especially with that, we're going to see what the Five of Cups is about. Because it's, and you got the Ten of Cups. Like, it's like people, you had somebody around you who, in the Ten of Cups coming out, who really wanted you to be okay with being mistreated. Like, it's very strange. It's very, very strange. With the Hierophant, but that is not your story. With the King of Swords, you got Taurus energy. Yo, I'm going to leave it there. I definitely do hope that the messages resonate for y'all. Overall, I hope the messages were useful. I hope that when you watch this, you at least got something good out of it. I definitely do hope it makes you feel good. I'm not here, again, to feed your delusions or anything like that. Not saying that this reading was any of that or anything of like a fairy tale. Honestly, the energy was not bad, especially when the Emperor card started to come into play. But I definitely encourage y'all to continue to raise your vibration, continue to do the work, because somebody has someone who is very, very, again, is going to really want to invest. Okay, you're going to be very attracted to this individual. You may meet online, you may meet when you're traveling as well, but it's definitely going to be something to where you're really going to be able to have a fair chance, I feel like, with someone, especially with the 2 pages. Because again, a lot of times I do read them as it could be like immaturity, but it's almost like this is like a connection to where you're really going to cater to the inner child that was once broken and that you had to heal. Like, y'all are going to really cater, it feels like, to each other's inner child. Like, you're going to be able to feel extremely youthful again. And this person is going to be able to feel the same way. And I definitely do feel like this is somebody who is of the divine themselves. Like, they are somebody who's very protected. I definitely do feel like they are religious to whatever extent. They don't have to, wear a kufi or a hijab or anything like that, or, go to church every, Sunday. But they definitely they talk to him. Okay, it definitely feels like this is somebody who is and who will be sent to you from the divine. Like, I don't want to keep rambling, y'all, but yeah, I'm just be careful with how it feels like you treat someone new that's coming into your life, because the same way you may feel like, oh, I'm this, that, and the third, it feels like this energy is too. Okay, they are definitely protected by whomever they believe in, seriously, okay? Especially if they got passed on loved ones, they're very protected. They're very protected. But y'all, yes, I definitely do hope that the messages resonate for y'all. Overall, again, I hope that the messages were useful, and until next time, guys, bye.